Hey guys, welcome back to BlazedGoddessTarot. For today's picker card reading, we are looking into how does your boss currently feel about you. We got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and pause the reading and pick the pile that calls out to you the most. Hey, pile number 1, if you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own boss reading, then you can book one at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So for your overall energy, you have love. We're going to keep that to the side, and we're going to get some tarot before I get into it. But overall, I do feel like your boss loves your work ethic. I feel like they really do love you more as a person than as a worker. Like, if you called them and you needed something, they would definitely still be there for you. Even if it's even if you moved supervisors or you moved departments, or if you flat out got a different job, I feel like this supervisor or this boss definitely 100% would still be there for you. They would still want to check up on you. They would still want to have a connection with you. What else for pile number 1? You have the King of Swords. You have the Four of Swords. You have the Queen of Cups. And then you have the Six of Pentacles. Right now, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this boss definitely has two different sides of them. And it's like you help them balance that. You know, you allow them to contain the balance that they have. Especially in the work environment. Because I definitely feel like they are this King of Swords and this Queen of Cups. Because, you know, at work they have to be, logical. They have to be reliable. You know, they gotta use their intellect, right? They gotta use their head. And I feel like not only do they have to use logic, but they also have to use their compassionate side, right? So you help them kind of flow in and out of that, you know what I mean? Like, 1 minute, they're sitting down doing paperwork. You might be there supporting them, right? Even if it's just like, hey, can I take something off your plate? Can I do this, and this to help you? Or just sitting there and at least talking to them, asking how they are. Really having love in between y'all. I feel like it really does mean a lot to your boss. With the Four of Swords, I feel like they definitely feel like with you on board, there's a little bit of more relaxation. Like maybe you do go and lift things off their shoulders. Like, okay, well, I noticed that you're busy today. So I'm going to step up and I'm going to help you mark some tasks off your to-do list, you know? Like, oh, we have a deadline and, you know, the next hour, and you got to be somewhere, you got to be in a meeting. I got you. All right? Because not only do you have the Two of Pentacles, which is a balancing type of card, like juggling, but to me, I feel like it's more balanced. And especially with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like your boss thinks that there's a lot of teamwork going on. And I feel like it really does mean the most to this boss, because a lot of people probably would be like, oh, well, they're making more money than me. You know, they signed up for this. I didn't. You know, people care about all this and that instead of actually being an energy of unconditional love and helping no matter what. But I feel like they also think that you're kind of their equal. Like, they think that something that they could do is something you could do. What else for pile number one? What else is pile number one's boss feeling? What else is pile number one's boss feeling? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they definitely want to hold on to this connection. They definitely don't want you going somewhere. Yeah, Eight of Swords. They kind of think about kind of like trapping you. Like, maybe if you do want to move to a different apartment, they're like, okay, wait, hold on a minute. And then you got Temperance. Yeah, and then you got the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have Strength. So I feel like maybe be careful with this boss, because I feel like some of them might try to take advantage of how much you do, because I feel like they definitely, first of all, they don't want you going somewhere. They might even try to trap you. And that could be any type of way. Like, they might try to give you a raise where if you try to go and find a different job, it's a little bit harder to match that pay. Or maybe it's like a contract, trying to sign you up for a contract where you can't leave. And it's because they want you in a partnership, right? But they also feel like with this Temperance does talk about balance. But specifically with this deck, I always say, like, this is you and this is multiple people. You know, all these people can't make a difference like you can. You know, you hold more weight than they do. And I feel like your boss definitely sees that. And like with this deck, like this Emperor, it kind of reminds me like somebody massaging their back. Like, I know it's just like the jacket or the coat, but it's like this boss might have a dark intention behind them, and they might try to use you to their advantage. They definitely feel like, yeah, because now there's the Empress. They do see your worth. They do definitely see that you could bring in a lot of success, but it's kind of like they want to be a part of it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just, I would definitely watch out. They might be doing nice things here and there. They might like bend some rules for you, but that's just to get something out of you. But I do feel like this boss does see your worth. They do definitely love having you on the team. They definitely want you to stay. But they also definitely feel like you make work easier for them. Even if you don't take up tasks and everything else, like I said. they might see like the potential for it. Like if they wanted to hire an assistant or an assistant manager or something where it's kind of like something of that nature, then I feel like they definitely want to think about you. They definitely think that the strongest aspect of this work, you know, with the people is you. And it might just be of how much you would do to get the job done. But yeah, I would definitely still be careful. Like, just do your job, go home. Kind of watch over your shoulder with this boss. Because, like, I definitely feel like... Because, like, this was more about how they feel about you. But it instantly started talking about them. But that's all I got for you, pile number 1. If you want to book your own boss reading, BlazedGoddessTarot is where you go. If the reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own boss reading, then the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So your overall energy is fear. So we're going to put this over to the side, and we're going to get some tarot. So for pile number 2's boss, how do they currently feel about them? How does pile 2's boss currently feel? Okay. We'll keep it in reverse because you saw it. It did like a double bounce. You got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, see, because my deck, you can even see the Three of Swords, but my deck, there's no reversals. Okay, these very much claim out in reverse, so I'm gonna take them in reverse. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Princess of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, you have the Fool right now. So I feel like there's a fear, like the fear is basically of the unknown. Like I feel like your boss don't really know, like, what to expect from you. They don't know if you want this long term. Maybe you're talking about quitting. Maybe you're talking about moving departments or moving companies. Maybe they just see it kind of like in your work that maybe, you know, you're not as excited. You're not really looking for any new projects. You're kind of just basically there for the money. Maybe you're not really that big of a team player. Like, you do your job and you help when you know, somebody needs it. But, like, it's like you kind of don't do it voluntarily. You know? Or at least not all the time. But I feel like your boss just overall has a feeling that you don't want to stay for the long run. That you don't see this going anywhere. You don't see it aligning with yourself and your path that you're on. They think that it's kind of just basically a done project for you. Like, it's kind of ran its course and now you're ready to jump ship. But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like your boss is really hoping that it changes. They're hoping that there's a shift that happens, or that you end up finding the spark, or that they're hoping that they're just wrong. Because I feel like with this fear, it could just be fear of, of kind of something that's gone on in the past. Maybe if you quit at this job before, and this is your second time quitting, or your second attempt to quit, Or I just think that maybe your boss just has a fear of losing you, right? I feel like they might even try to go out of their way to try to bring this back to life. But, like, if we turn these cards around, like, they do... I feel like this fear is coming off of that they do want something long-term with you, right? And I know some people have, like, a secret relationship with their boss. So that could be taken either way, friendly or romantic. Because some of them, like, maybe if you do have, like, a secret thing going on with your boss, then it's like maybe they don't want the foundation to be built at work. They want more of a foundation, outside of it. Like, they basically want to come and meet you, but now that they met you, now that y'all crossed paths, there's a new fresh beginning somewhere else between the two of y'all. Or maybe your boss just feels like they not only think that you think this, but maybe once they think that you thought this, they start sitting back and thinking like, all right, pile number 2, they like this, this, and this, and they don't seem that happy with this job, then maybe pile number 2 does need to go after what makes them happy. What makes them have this spark again. What else for pile number 2? What else for pile number 2? You have the Hierophant. You have the 9 of Wands. And you have the 3 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have Justice. So I definitely feel like you balance out the scale. Like, if somebody ain't doing their part, you usually do step up and figure it out. Or you have a lot of compassion. Enough compassion to kind of like compromise with people. But I feel like with this Hierophant coming out like the first card, I feel like the reason that they have so many fears and so many doubts and so much like basically negativity, I feel like it's because they do want you to stay, right? They don't want to lose you. So with this 9 of Wands, it gets them in like a guarded type of energy, like where they have to basically feel like they have to protect this every day. They might come and ask you, like, are you still enjoying this job? Like, is there anything I can help you with to make your, experience better? But with the 3 of Pentacles and 8 of Swords, I feel like it's definitely... I keep getting contract vibes. Because, like, you have the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. So it's like they want this partnership with you, but they want to be, like, locked in. Because the Eight of Swords talks about basically like entrapment, right? So it's kind of like they want to lock in with you. They don't want to feel like they're always on guard. They want to know comfortably that you're staying, right? I definitely think that they do like you on the team. You do definitely matter to them. But I definitely think that they have a fear of losing you. So it's like, even with this Hierophant card, they might try to like promote you or get you to have some type of higher position, so it leads to this contract. Or they're trying to level you up, so the money makes you feel kind of trapped. Like if you try to go somewhere else, it's like, well, I'm not going to make the same amount of money as I do here. They're trying to level up. They're trying to level you up to make it kind of harder for you to leave. Because that's kind of like their defense mechanism. I don't feel like an ill intention or anything like that. Honestly, I would definitely let this play out. I mean, don't sign up for a different position just for the heck of it, unless you know for sure that you want to do that. But I also feel like if you're asking for a promotion or if you're asking for a raise, that now's the time to ask. Or if you already asked, then it's already in the motion for it. But I definitely feel like your boss has trust issues. But like, you're one of a kind, so it's like, they're definitely trying to figure it out. They're definitely trying. They might even straight up ask you kind of like what your goals are and everything like that. So it's like a way they're going to change this feeling of lack without you. They're going to try to basically promote you, level you up with a raise or responsibilities or title, to basically kind of like lock you in. But alright, pile number 2, that is all that I got for you today. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book your own boss reading, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hey, pile number 3. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own boss reading, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So the overall energy is movement. We're going to put that over to the side, and we're going to get some tarot. So for pile number 3, what does their boss currently feel? What is it? How does boss number 3 feel towards it? You have the 3 of Cups. You have the Princess of Pentacles. You have Judgment. Then you have the 3 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Wands. So I definitely feel like they are really happy with you on board. I feel like that they definitely see, I think it's really cool. Because, like, these are the same type of shapes. So I definitely feel like there's, like, big goals that your boss has. And they feel like every time you're a part of it, it's always, like, the nail right on the head, right? I feel like they really enjoy you all the way around as an employee, friend. I feel like they might even have something to offer you. But I also kind of feel like with this Princess of Pentacles, like, not only do they have something to offer, but it's like they might have more to give you, okay? Honestly, I feel like this boss might think that if they was to give you more work, that you would kind of just take it. Like, you might not really ask to see the full picture. But I feel like your boss may be more focused on goals and stuff like that more than they are with you. I feel like things might be more in their face, more on their butt than anything. Like, they might have people over them that are always watching them. So it's, like, kind of hard to, like, stop and breathe to think about you. Because, like, with the other two piles, it was more like that with the energy reading. But with this one, it's like, it's not much going on. They're either a busybody or you are. They see that you get along with other people, and you might even have your own little friend group or your own little clique. And I feel like they might be more waiting for, like, basically more results to come in. Something to come in. Maybe you asked for a raise and they're thinking about it, but they have to wait for an approval. What else? Yeah, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like they think that no matter what they give you, it's always done right. That you know how to handle yourself. You know how to handle a workload. So my cards. How does boss? See, there's the Ace of Pentacles again. Ace of Pentacles was one of those group of cards that just came out. And I said that's too many cards. But that was the one that got my attention. And the Hermit came out again. And the Seven of Pentacles. There's another waiting type of energy. Maybe they have anxiety that you're going to eventually leave. And it's like, ooh, or maybe some of these bosses, right, for pile number 3, might try to get you fired. Like, if they give you so much at one time, that might be, like, their plan. Or that's what they think. Like, if they give you too much work, that you're just gonna leave. It's, like, kind of like the rest of them type of vibe, you know? But with the Ace of Pentacles, I definitely feel like something is getting offered to you. Like I said with the Princess of Pentacles, it might be more work, it might be more responsibilities. But I feel like they are definitely trying to wait possibly on a raise or a bonus or something for you. Maybe there's something that you genuinely asked for and now they're trying to give. Or it's like they take a picture of, like, they look at the whole picture and then they stop and think about the actual proposal that you're offering. Or it's kind of like them stopping and looking at who you are as an individual and what job will serve you, you know, the best. Maybe they would put you in like customer service or as like a leadership role because you get along with people and you do take care of them. You know how to carry your workload. I also think it's cool that this woman is like kind of in the box and it's like the window and there's another window. So I feel like a lot of the outside distractions don't get to you. I also kind of feel like your boss may not really get too much of a chance to really talk to you. Maybe you're in your own bubble a lot of time, just getting your work done and going home. But I definitely feel like they're waiting for something to get approved over here. Like they're waiting for something to happen. Maybe they're slowly been teaching you, like little by little, on a certain position or a certain responsibility. So you would be able to take this new position. Let me actually clarify. So what is the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Wands for? Four of Swords. You have the Lovers, you have Death, you have the Moon, Six of Swords, King of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So I definitely feel like it's more of a... They want you to get on their level so when they want to take a break, they can. So when somebody has an issue, they have two options. It's either your boss or you. I feel like they are doing this in maybe not a manipulative way, but a tactical way. And I feel like they are going to eventually come to you and talk to you about it if they haven't already. But I think that's kind of like what things are moving as. It's like they want to be close to you. They want to have this friendship with you. They already do like you for the most part. So it's like they want to transform all this into a position where, like, see, there's deception. The Seven of Swords is like deception. Like, they're not telling you the full truth. And the full truth is to get you in this position where they don't have to do as much. They don't have to do as much and they're not trying to pay you as much. You even got moment, like, you know, you got movement, momentum. And then you got the Eight of Wands, and that, like, the same type of card, in my personal opinion. It gives me the same type of vibe. I feel like they still got to think on things. Like, on what's happening and what they want to do. But I definitely feel like this pile definitely has something up their sleeve. It may not be like a full truth that they're telling you. I would definitely watch out. If you do end up starting to do more work, definitely ask for a raise. Definitely ask for a bonus. Definitely ask for something to work out in your favor, because your boss might be kind of like testing the waters to see if they can do all this to you. Right? Because, like, they see your worth, right? They see your worth, and they see something that they could benefit off of. Instead of seeing you as a person and why you're asking for it, they're more of a, okay, what can I get out of it? Especially with the Seven of Swords popping up, I would definitely go with your gut on this one. Just make sure that what you're doing, you get the same back, right? If you put more in, they should be putting more in. And realize what you want out of this as well. Like, would you want to be manager? Would you want to take that leadership role? I mean, it might be a good time to ask for like a different position if you wanted to, or a raise. But I definitely will watch this boss. Watch their hidden intentions. Because right now, they're just planning more on, I guess, taking advantage of you. So things can move in their favor. But it's like they're playing the wait game right now. But alright, pile number 3, that is all that I have for you. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book your own boss reading, BlazedGoddess.com is where you go. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye!